Hello team, I hope you are well, fine and good. So welcome to this another video session. So I am here to have you go through each and every security details or security news about the recent vulnerabilities or recent breaches or any kind of advices that I can provide you with my video lecture. So we'll be going through the latest cyber news that is all about the critical threat advisory, that is all about the Wireshark disk sector RCE, the subversion of the diagnostic interface. So we'll be going through each and every concepts in details, and you'll be having a detailed understanding about how the things are been working and how it can remediate the strategies that we can have in our in the place, and the strategies which we have to implement to make ourselves much more secure in this digital forwarding environment or AI forwarding environment. So let us begin the session that is all about the baseline of the threat and what actually the threat is all about, and the invincible trap along with the essential sensor. So how the sensor is been depleted, or how the sensor is been affected. So each and everything will be discussing in details about the attack. So when we discuss about what is Wireshark and how it has been useful, so it is, we all know, right? So it is an open source, network packet analyzing tool. Okay, it is eventually been used by each and every security analyst, pen testers, and network engineers for testing their, authentications, for testing their packets, for testing and analyzing their different kinds of malicious activities within the environment. So it also eventually, when we discuss about the functionality even, right, so it can also have the analysis of the live capture and can analyze the live logs even, I can say. So coming to what actually happened, that's the most concept, right? So multiple critical vulnerabilities been identified over here, folks. So that is eventually been discovered within the white stack. Okay, so what actually happened here, the attacker can send malformed packets, right? So they can start sending a malformed packets in real time, okay, from a saved capture file. Okay, so then after these packets trigger memory corruption. Okay, again, right? So these packets can eventually trigger memory corruption, okay, which eventually lead to RC, right? So the attack surface, live and stored. When we discuss about the attack surface that is being live and stored, so what are live and what are what are stored target or what are live target. So when we discuss about the stored target, folks, we have to have an understanding about what are being stored over here. Okay, if we discuss about live, right, so what are the, when a Wireshark started analyzing in real time what kind of threats or what kind of network traffic it has been getting, right? So we have to get an understanding about these concepts as well in details, right? So one is stored target. What is this PCAP file? So opening and downloaded a said malicious PCF file, it is within the stored traffic or stored target, right, which is eventually required, like opening the file. Then after spear phishing and list with fake evidences or incident report comes under the stored target. When we discuss about the live target, folks, we have to get an understanding about the real-time packet capture processes like malicious traffic, along with the zero-click background architecture, zero-click background interface, and the broad network population that is also placing a very important for security analysts to monitor the traffic in real time. So the disk sector trap. So here, when a normal, a protocol traffic is being passed, right? So the packet passing component intercept the diversion of the network protocol. Because why? The mal packets that have already been said, right? So the malformed packets intentionally corrupt the data, okay, breaks the normal parsing logic due to failed input validation, and the protocol sector engine fails over here. The packet parsing component intercepts what the actual, what actually the actual component need to flow over this engine. Okay, it fails due to this malfunction. So the root cause of memory corruption. When we discuss about this, right, we have to get an understanding about the error like buffer overflow or even we can say use after free. So then after the mechanisms comes into play, attacker interface with the memory handling. Then after it eventually resulting to arbitrary code execution without any kind of direct machine access. So that's how actually the buffer overflow works. Like packet buffer, then after executable instruction that is being commanded, right, to the three tactor. Okay, executable instruction memory, then after packet buffer it flows, right, with with only one just RC that has been added, remote code execution or a malfunction packet can eventually lead to this kind of disaster, right? The exploit chain, that is also placing a very crucial and important role, because here one is parsing initiation been occurring, then after followed by a malfunction packet delivery, then memory corruption and remote code execution, folks. So the first step of the exploit chain comes with Wireshark being analyzing traffic stream, followed by a specific graph database, bypass validation, input validation. Along with that, it actually analyzes and the memory corruption. Why? Because buffer overflow or use after from condition triggers in the memory, which eventually leading to remote code execution, that attacker eventually gain the arbitrary execution right on the host. Okay, so that's the exploit chain that has been identified. The overlapping timeline, that is also placing a very important crucial role. Why? Because the overlapping timeline or investigation is execution, right? Investigation is eventually been execution. Why? Because why I am saying here, like analyst workflow and attacker kill chain. Attacker kill chain and analyst workflow are two different. What actually here the attacker workflow does, like we actually observe an incident, work on the incident, we detect with within our tool, then after work on that incident, right? Similarly, the open Wireshark, then load PCAP monitor wide, monitor wide, then after inspect the suspicious packet, expectation threat identified. So the analyst investigation phase perfectly synchronized with the attacker execution phase as well. The interface is the weapon. Okay, so when we discuss about the attacker kill chain, right, craft malformed packets, then that craft malformed packets will be deployed to the victim's network, wait for destructor parsing, then trigger a overflow, right? Or we can eventually leading to us. So post-exploitation blast radius. That is also very important and crucial concept. So compromise SOC workstations, then ring 2, ring 1, ring 4, ring 3. So that is also one of the crucial. When we discuss about ring 1, immediate malware installation and persistence. Ring 2, credential theft, harvesting your credential, your login details. Ring 3, network lateral movement been observed. Okay, prioritizing into secure zone. Then ring 4, exfiltration. The data will be exfiltrated. So actionable defense metrics. When we discuss about the things all about what immediate action been required, what structural changes been deployed. So one is all we all know, that is all about software level update, behavior level update. So when we discuss about the software level update, we have to initiate immediate patching, like update the Wireshark to the latest version immediately, resolve this kind of vulnerability detector, deploy sandbox, mandate all packet analyzing occurs strictly within isolated sandbox environment, implement least privilege and run the diagnostic tool, and quarantine the file strictly to avoid any kind of untrusted .pcap capture files on the local machine. So trust the data but isolate the sensor. So that is placing an important role. We need to trust the data and we need to isolate the sensor, because diagnostic interface processes the most hostile data on the network. Okay, so that is very critical. Without sandboxing, analysis is just delayed. Compromise can occur, secure the SOC environment today. So this is all about today's video analysis, folks. I hope you have enjoyed. If I made any kind of mistakes or wrong, apologize me, apologize. I I actually apologize to you all. So thank you for giving your precious time if you are watching the video till the end.